Hello everyone! So I randomly thought I would just start the vlog now because my camera was in front of me and I just walked home through the door. So this is going to be a weekend vlog, but we're actually going to start it on a Thursday night because why not? I just came home from the gym, so if I'm breathing heavily, that's why. Yeah, it was a really tough workout, but I'm really glad that I went because I did skip my other workout earlier this week because I was shipping out orders for Nouvelle Pearl. So right now I'm actually gonna have a glass of water because I'm probably very dehydrated from my workout. And then I'm gonna make a salad, and I thought we would make it together. And then once I've been fed, which is priority number 1, then we will get to priority number 2, which is to answer your questions from Instagram. So I asked you if you had any questions about me or Nouvelle Pearl or like anything else, and I'm gonna go through and take a look at what you said, and we'll go through them together. I mean, first of all, okay, let's take one quick break from making dinner. Do you guys want to see my outfit? I'm barefoot, but you will have seen my shoes that I wore today in my most recent outfit video, which was the date night fancy one. So I wore my Banana Republic shoes with the little rhinestones today. They were actually really comfy. I wore them all day long. But I really like this little dress that I wore today, and my mirror is filthy, so I apologize. You can see all my fingerprints. Oh my gosh, I need to clean, you guys. This is the problem. I'm not good at cleaning. I'm good at a lot of things, but cleaning is not one of them. So this little dress is from Eliza J. Actually, you know what? These aren't even fingerprints, it's hairspray, because I was spraying my hair before filming against this. Okay, that's gross. But you can still see my dress. It's from Eliza J. I got it in the Nordstrom anniversary sale. I really like it. It's like a little fit and flare, and it's really comfy. It's really easy for the office. And then I'm wearing 2 of my rose gold Nouvelle Pearl necklaces worn long. So I really like the way they look with this dress. Wearing 2 long is just like such an easy way to pair them with any kind of high-necked shirt or dress. It's kind of my go-to for work. And look who's here as well. I feel like you guys haven't seen him. Hold on. There we go, so you can see what I'm doing. We can make dinner together because this is what I make when I can't think of anything else to make, because these are all things I always have in my fridge. It would be amazing if I had some leafy greens to go with this, but I don't, so we're just gonna do celery, and it's like it'll be a little bit lighter than usual, which I don't mind. Sorry, there's a dog barking outside. Because I had a really heavy lunch today. I went and celebrated the launch of Nouvelle Pearl with one of my friends, and I had spaghetti and meatballs, so I'm still really kind of like full and bloated from that. Do you know when you eat like too big of a lunch and then you just feel really gross the whole rest of the day? I never feel like that if I have a heavy dinner. If I have a heavy dinner, I just feel happy. But I don't like to eat really rich food at lunch, which is why I normally pack myself a lunch. I'm just doing a quick little dressing with olive oil, lemon, salt and pepper. Just put this out, which is so early for fall. It's way too early. It's still August. It's August 18th as I'm filming this, and this has a pumpkin on it, but I think it makes it official that I'm getting excited for fall and like fall decor, fall fashion, all things fall. I'm starting to get in that mood and I'm excited about it. If you've never had this brand of tuna before, it's so good, and I really encourage you to try it because I feel like it's just such a higher quality than that tuna in water that everybody seems to like. It's actually preserved in olive oil, and I feel like it's just really tasty and delicious, and it's the only one that I will buy. So I'm just gonna use my 3 little measly tomatoes here. And there's a reason that I have an empty fridge. I normally have a really full fridge with like lots more dinner options and probably some salad and stuff in it, maybe, although I'm not a huge salad person. But I'm actually leaving tomorrow. I'm taking a long weekend to go visit my mom in Victoria, and I'm gonna take you guys along with me. I thought it would be a fun one to vlog. And traditionally, I feel like my mom has come to see me in Vancouver quite a lot more, because we just enjoy doing things in the city together. But this particular summer, just gonna grab a fork, I've been going to her a lot more because A, I'm enjoying it, and then B, also I'm actually taking driving lessons. I'm being released onto the road, you guys, which is really stressful and very overdue. I do have a driver's license, but it's what we call an N, which is an intermediate kind of license, and I've had it for years, and it's really well past time for me to take my final test. So I have been practicing for that, and I essentially never drive, so I really need the practice. And I've been doing that in Victoria, just because I know the roads a lot better there, just feel a lot more comfortable driving over there because I did grow up there. Gonna mix up my salad. You can see the tuna on top and the avocado, and then there's some celery underneath. I'm just gonna mix that up and devour it, and then we'll sit down for a little chit chat because I'm actually not really doing anything too crazy tonight. I'm just gonna catch up with orders a little bit more, and then do a little bit of planning for my teaching schedule, because I'm actually teaching people contract law in the fall, and that's really creeping up on me now. So I'm gonna take a look at what my schedule is like for that, because I got sent it recently, and then start wrapping my mind around the fact that that's pretty much around the corner now. The exhaustion from this week is starting to set in, but I'm just gonna open my Instagram. Thank you so much for messaging me and letting me know. There are actually not that many questions, but I'm gonna go through and answer them, and Fufu is going to distract us both. Distract us all with his cuteness. He's purring, and I don't really want to make him go away because I won't be home, and he'll be taken care of by a cat sitter lady for a couple of days while I'm visiting my mom's. So I want to give him some nice attention tonight. But anyway, so the first question is a really good one. Somebody asked me, Alex and Razoel asked me for some more good color combinations to pair Nouvelle Pearls. So I think it's a really good question, and I'll tell you my favorite ones. Obviously, take it with a grain of salt, because both my rose gold pearls and my white pearls go with everything. I designed them to be super classic, and because you can adjust the length, they'll go with any neckline of clothing that you own, so they are really easy to pair. But that said, of the moment, I definitely have some favorite color combinations myself. So with the white ones, I find that they pop so beautifully against anything dark. So I think they look especially beautiful with navy or black, or also they make anything that's otherwise maybe a little bit harder to wear, like something kind of neon, like a really bright pink or bright yellow, just that much more classic. So they're really nice to kind of pull a look together that way. So that's how I really like wearing my classic white pearls. For my rose gold pearls, I think my favorites at the moment, and they're definitely easier to wear, I would say, than you probably think, because the rose gold is so subtle. So you can see right now in this kind of dim, crappy lighting, they just look quite light and just a hint of kind of peachiness, and then in other light they'll kind of pop a little bit more, and you'll be able to see the kind of lavender tint in it. It's got some lavender and some peach and some gold and some pink running through it, and overall it's definitely like a really nice light kind of rose color, which I really love. And I think that the combination of the rose gold pearls and gray is my current favorite. So I've been really loving the way they look. In fact, the outfit that I set out for tomorrow is exactly that, because it's going to be really early. So I've just set aside like a comfy gray t-shirt and I'm going to wear these, so you'll be able to see what that looks like. And yes, I do pre-plan my outfits the night before because I'm a nerd and like a fashion nerd, and that's just, to me, like very simplifying with my crazy life to kind of know what I'm wearing the next day. Then I also really like any kind of shade of blue with them. I don't really have a reason for that. I've just kind of been loving that too. So cobalt blue, and you can see there's a little bit of it in my dress, looks especially pretty with them, I feel like, and really makes them pop as well. So those are my current favorites, and Fufu is like rubbing his face on the phone, so I'm having to like push his little face over to see your questions. This question after that I totally love because it's clearly from someone who knows a lot about pearls too, and I've been learning about pearls for years. I have loved pearls since I was a little girl, and my grandma and mom would both wear them. But my education that's sort of relevant for this business kind of started in two parts. One part was when I was in my early teens and I apprenticed for a local jeweler in Victoria and basically made jewelry with him in his basement for a summer. So I learned a lot about how jewelry kind of comes together and is designed, and how to get it to flow nicely when it's worn so that it doesn't ever look stiff and it looks really elegant. So I learned a lot from him. I learned a lot about like what looks beautiful from shopping with my mom for sure. And then one specific trip, which is actually, we went 2 times to Tahiti, I learned so much because whenever you go into a jewelry store there, they really talk to you a lot about how the pearls are farmed and how to tell the different tints and the different quality ratings. And I do have a point here, which is that the question from Obsessively Grateful on Instagram was, what is the rating of my pearls? And you stated that there are different scales that are used to grade pearls, and you're totally right, it's super confusing, but ultimately in a nutshell it's actually pretty similar to the 3 C's for diamonds, but different of course because you look for different things in pearls. So for pearls you want to look at luster, you want to look at shape, and you want to look at smoothness of the surface. In my opinion, those are the 3 important things. And so there are different ratings or scales to measure that. One of them is the AAA, AA, or single A scale. And so to be AAA, the pearls pretty much need to be perfect, and they need to be perfectly round and have a really, really high luster. Pearls that are going to be just a single A rating are going to be pretty poor. They're going to definitely be more what you would tend to call Baroque pearls, and then AA pearls are going to be somewhere in between. So all the pearls that I use for my necklaces are AA or higher, which means that they're not all perfect spheres. You can see some of them are a little bit longer, others are perfectly round, so it's a minimum of AA. And my important thing is that they all have an excellent luster. I think luster is really, really important because it's definitely that beautiful shine, and you can see all the duochrome of the colors, both for the classic white ones and for the rose gold ones. And I think it's a big, big part of what makes pearls beautiful. But then of course the fact that they have a nice smooth surface and that they don't have any pitting or kind of ugliness to them in terms of the shape of them is also really important. So all of those 3 different factors come together, and the ones that I use are all AA at least as a minimum. All of the other questions are either about sizing or about upcoming different products that I might put out. So I'm going to answer both of those, and then I think that's pretty much it for questions for today. Oh, someone has asked me if I've ever had bangs. Yes, that's kind of random, but yes, I used to have bangs when I was a child, pretty much for my whole childhood. and I really don't want them anymore because now as an adult my hair is really frizzy, and so they frizz up really badly, and I've made the mistake of cutting them on me again, and they do look good, but they're a lot of maintenance, and I don't wash my hair every day or even necessarily after I go to the gym, which sounds gross, but that's what works for me. My hair is more on the dry side, so I get away with it, and it would just be so much harder with bangs. The measurements you can see, I'm wearing the necklaces long right now, and most of this information is on the site, and if you have any more questions, you can leave them down below, or you can always email me as well. But essentially you have two options when you buy my necklaces. You can either go for standard or you can go for custom. So for standard, it's based on the idea that you have a wrist that is around 7 inches. So that's the bracelet segment of the necklace, and then there's also the shorter necklace part. So as I'm wearing them right now, I'm including both segments, so both the short necklace and the bracelet to make a long necklace. So the shorter necklace is around 16 inches, and then the bracelet is a little bit more than the 7 inches that your wrist would measure. If you feel uncomfortable about having that standard measurement, or you've had the experience of often having bracelets be either very big or very small on you, then I would say go for the custom measurement, because then I will custom size it according to what you would like. And my website includes the ability to choose your wrist size in a drop-down menu. So you just measure your wrist with a soft measuring tape and enter your size, and then I will add a little bit onto that so that the bracelet will flow nicely. And I kind of do that on a custom basis, so I add about just under an inch to it so that it's not too big and not too small, and it flows really nicely on your wrist, but it also doesn't make the necklace overall too long. Then the short necklace segment is around 16 inches, so you wear it on its own, and it's neither a long necklace nor a choker. It's something that will fit above most necklines and will look really nice against most neck sizes in general. And I feel like neck sizes vary less than wrist sizes, so I didn't put a drop down menu for custom neck sizes, but if you purchase the custom option, which is $7 extra I believe, then I will also do a custom neck size if you want. You just would leave your desired necklace size in the comments when you do your checkout. Like for example, tell me that you feel like 16 inches is going to be too short for you, so you would like an extra 2 inches or something like that, if you want it a bit more generously sized. Or you could also leave me a comment saying that you want it to be like a choker, because I know that's a look that's really current and in fashion right now, and that's not how I designed the necklaces to look. I didn't want them to feel really tight, but if you wanted it that way, I can certainly make that happen for you. So then on to the questions about the future of the line. There were a couple of questions about having gray pearls or darker pearls, like Tahitian type pearls, and the answer is yes, probably at some point, but I haven't found or sourced pearls that I really absolutely 100% love enough to do that. So on Instagram you saw a sample that I had pictured of Tahitian style pearls, and I felt like they were a little bit too dark and inky in person, so I'm still looking and sourcing for those pearls, and if and when I find it, then I will probably design those as well, so there will be a third option. I've now been kind of brainstorming earring designs because it's something that has absolutely just come from you guys. I didn't necessarily think that you would be that interested in having matching earrings, and I'm kind of absolutely in love with the fact that it seems to be something that you would like, because I'm obsessed with having everything matchy too. I'm such a grandma that way. I want everything to be like matching. I love matching my bag and shoes, or my nails and toenails, or that sort of thing, which is really old-fashioned but kind of awesome, I think. So I am currently brainstorming earrings, and I think that I am starting to find a design and kind of perfecting one that you guys will really like. So I think that will come sooner rather than later, but I want to make sure that it's perfect, and I want to make sure that it's very, very classic, because pearls should be classic in my opinion, but also still very modern. So I don't want it to be like a really boring kind of design or pearl that's not really gonna pop against your ear. Like, especially since I have long hair, I feel like it's really important for your earrings to be really pretty and really pop as well, and be just a really nice accessory. So that's what I want them to be, and once I feel like I've perfected that design, then I will share it with you and I will list it so that you can have earrings that match your necklace. Good morning, everyone. So I pretty much just rolled out of bed. It's about 7:30 a.m. and I'm about to run down to the seaplane terminal. Wow, take a breath. But I thought before that I would show you my outfit because it's very different, let's say, from my usual dressing patterns, and I'm really liking it. Of course, this is not something I would ever wear to the office, even on a casual Friday, but for a weekend, and today is a Friday day off for me, I really like it. So I'm wearing two of my rose gold pearls, but one of them today you can see is worn short, so it's a little bit different than yesterday. I think this is really like such a pretty kind of Duchess look. It makes me think of like Imperial Russia or something really fancy. But then the outfit is as casual as can be and super casual for me. I'm wearing a gray t-shirt from Kid and Ace, so it's a nice lightweight cashmere blend. It's really soft. They make like really overpriced but still very like luxurious feeling t-shirts, so I'm wearing that. Then I have my good old GST. Fufu wants to say hi. Good morning, Fufu. Aw, there we go. And then I'm wearing some new jeans from Express, and like I said, these are so outside of my usual buying patterns for jeans, but they were really cheap and they feel like leggings, but they don't really look like them. Like, they look like proper jeans and they're so soft on the inside. They feel kind of like pajamas, which is why I picked them this morning. Hello everyone, so I'm feeling much more human now. They have the best coffee here. It's actually free if you fly with them. So I'm at the Harbor Air Seaplane Terminal enjoying my latte with an extra shot of espresso, which is what I usually get in the summer. And I just want to show you something. I mean, first of all, okay, I'm going to show you the view because it's so beautiful here. And then I'm going to show you this really frivolous little thing that I bought just the other day at Nordstrom. So here is the view and it is so stunning. Oh look, and you can see a beautiful, huge sailboat. And then look at this. Okay, I'm sorry. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the ridiculousness of this little guy? So this is Poirot Mouse. I still don't really understand what he is or how I paid $35 for him. It was from a Nordstrom pop-up. And I just thought he was so cute. So he's actually the case that I put you guys in. Just kidding. I put my vlogging camera in here because it's just really easy to pull out. And I just think he's super cute. So it's apparently called a new doll. This is their little logo. And I will link it down below in case you guys are as crazy as I am and like buying truly ridiculous things for, I mean, it's not like a lot of money, but it's kind of ridiculous that I spent $35 on this. But I love his little mustache. It makes me think of Poirot the detective, which I watched a lot when I was a kid. I'm now in beautiful Victoria, chilling out on my mom's patio. It's so nice to just have the time to read for a couple of hours, and then later on I'm gonna practice my driving, and then I think my mom and I are just gonna have like a bit of a face mask spa night tonight and take it easy. Right now I just have my Kindle and I'm gonna start reading my first Harlan Coben book ever. It's called 6 Years, and I'm fully reading this as a result of your wonderful recommendations on my last literature review video that I put up, because I feel like it was like one of the unanimous authors that everybody thought that I would really like. So it's kind of like a thriller type book, I think. I'm really excited. But as well, before I start getting into my book, somebody wants to say hi. I just came back from practicing my driving, which was so hot. It's so hot outside right now. I think it's the hottest day of the year, hence the really shiny face, and my mom is listening to voicemails downstairs, so if you can hear that, I apologize. But I have a new beauty product to try. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Goddess Skin Clay Mask. How cool is the packaging? It's really pretty. It visibly lifts, smooths, brightens, and tightens pores for baby skin. So I've heard really good things about this. It's basically like a traditional clay mask, and I thought it would be kind of fun to do a little bit of like a spa night with my mom. We would both try it, and then we'll let you guys know our thoughts about it once we have made up our minds. Good morning, everyone. So it's actually the next day right now. It's Saturday. I apologize, but the face mask spa night never happened yesterday. After I talked to you, I went down for dinner and then I fell asleep in front of the television. Sometimes when you're really tired, TV just kind of like lulls you to sleep, and it happens to me very rarely, but it definitely happened to me yesterday, and I slept through the entire evening and then the entire night. So I was clearly really tired from the launch last week and everything, and needed the rest. And now I just washed my hair, and I thought we would have a spa morning instead, because my mom never got to do the mask either yesterday. So I've just put it on, and I have to say it smells wonderful. It smells like white flowers, kind of like jasmine and gardenia or something like that. And I have it on. It feels quite different from a usual clay mask in that it feels very kind of like slippy and moisturizing. So we'll see what kind of results it gives. I definitely expect it to do more than a regular clay mask, because the price tag I feel like is really high for this for not a lot of product. So it better be amazing, and we'll see what she thinks as well, so you can get a double review from two people of different ages who have a kind of different skin concerns as well. Is Lady gonna do the mask too? It might be a little bit expensive to slather in your fur, Lady. So we're both be-masked now. Spa morning. So what do you think
It's
so
very
far?
nice, and it spreads really easy.
What do you think about the scent?
It's nice.
It's really strong, hey? Like really floral, but I like it.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't linger. It's not like I'm sweeping and floral scent or anything.
Once you rinse
It's
it'll
just,
be gone.
Yeah.
Poodle.
Okay.
How about you, Lady?
I don't need anything.
Should we paint your toenails or something?
Oh my god, somebody apparently did.
Yeah, people do that.
Oh my god.
We're not that crazy.
Poor little. It'd be difficult for her. She has black nails.
That's true. It would be streaky. That's funny.
So.
All right, so the grand reveal, you just rinsed off, right?
Yes.
So we left it on for 15 minutes, and then you massage your skin as you're rinsing the mask off. And what do you think? Give us your first impressions of the mask.
Well, it feels a bit tighter, so maybe that that helps a little bit with the
Do you mean like
lines.
do you mean like firming tighter?
Yeah, that's
okay.
right. Yeah. And then I had a pimple here, and I can't see it anymore, so it's retreated.
Wow, so that's actually really good. So I'll give you my thoughts quickly as well. I mean, I don't feel like I have a ton of skin concerns in the first place. Mainly my skin is really transparent. I do have a pimple here, unfortunately. Unlike my mom's, it did not disappear, it's still there. But it's not red at all, which is nice, so that means that the mask wasn't irritating or anything like that. I think my favorite thing about it would be how it balanced my skin, because it's quite hot right now, so my T-zone is getting oilier. I have combination skin, and then the sides of my cheeks are always dry, so I like how I don't feel dry or oily anymore. My skin just feels like overall really balanced. So I'm celebrating the end of my driving lesson, which is an hour and a half, and it's so stressful. If you want a progress update, my reverse stall parking is awful, but my parallel parking and other driving is good. It's just hard to kind of perfect that kind of thing when you don't drive very often. So I'm rewarding myself with a glass of wine, and my mom made some eggplant dip, and then we're gonna go for dinner in a bit. You want to say hi?
Hi.
We have crackers. That's like our favorite brand of crackers, by the way. Crunchmaster, Rosemary. And yeah, then we're gonna go for pizza at my favorite place. But you guys have actually been there already, but of course I'm gonna take you with me anyway, because it's amazing. Finish off this vlog here at Prima Strada, which is our favorite pizzeria. my favorite pizza right now. My mom and I always get the same thing. You can get a glimpse of hers. It's so good because it's a white pizza. It's really different than I feel like your average Italian thin crust pizza, just because the toppings are kind of creamy but not too much, and it's just really tasty. And then we ordered a little bit of Lambrusco, so it's a really nice sparkling rosé type wine, but it's on the drier side, which we really like. So that is pretty much it for this weekend vlog, because tomorrow morning I'm catching a fairly early flight back to Vancouver and then pretty much getting back to work. So thank you so much for watching this particular video, and I will see you in my next one.